You, what up, what up, what up, what up, what's good, what's going on? Salute to everybody that subscribed to the channel. It's your boy. Yo, so Geechi Gotti's fresh off the I Do What I Want. You know, phenomenal performance. Easy had a phenomenal performance as well. You know, he just came up short. I feel like the third round from Geechi, we gotta talk about, like, can there be like a technical knockout? Like, can somebody have a round that's so powerful, so dynamic to the point it just, like, they could be down 0-2 and have a round so crazy where it'll just make up for the other rounds and just win the battle? Like, I think we need to talk about that. Because there's a few rounds like that where we thought the battle was over and the person came back and just, or it was neck and neck and the person just had a round and just clearly just dominated all three rounds and just knocked the opponent out. You know, we gotta talk about that. You know, we gotta talk about that, I feel. But I do feel like Geechi beating Easy to Block Captain definitely changes the whole top 5 champion of the year conversation. I will say that. I feel like Geechi kind of moves up a little bit. He alluded a couple times that he has a battle coming up on URL. Now, I don't know if this is Homecoming or maybe a volume or something of that nature, but he did say he has a battle on URL, okay? Now, I know he has a battle coming up on King of the Dot. I think he has one more battle on a small league, I believe. But if he can get, you know, those 3 battles out and maybe another big name, like the name I'm about to talk about, yo, I feel like Geechi, he could climb right back up that top 3, top 2 champion of the year. I'm just saying. Now, I feel like I saw a name float for Geechi. Hitman Holla, okay? Shout out to ARP. He put a survey up. I think it was like Cassidy and Ill Will, and it was a couple names. And I saw Hitman versus Geechi Gotti, and I saw Hitman versus Loaded Lux. Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Hitman has 2 big battles, box office battles. And I feel like now, with him just having these, you know, amazing performances, doing these incredible numbers, I feel like he's increased his stock to another level. Geechi just coming off a fresh, you know, crazy performance, increased his stock to another level. You know, yo, that Hitman Holla and Geechi battle, it was supposed to be on URL. I remember they were talking. ARP was trying to maybe book it too, I think, as well. They were in negotiations, and I guess they just couldn't come to a number. But I feel like, yo, this battle could, I would love to see this battle than the Lux battle. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Lux hasn't battled. I know he's a legend. You know, he's a pioneer. He's one of the forefathers. But let's just be real. Like, his last couple performances have not been good. They've not been on the caliber of a Mount Rushmore or somebody that's top tier. I feel like he needs to, I feel like he should battle Rum Nitty. I feel like he should battle Rum Nitty, see how well he does, and then we can come to the table about the Geechi, not the Geechi, the Hitman Holla battle. But I'm not mad if the battle gets booked. But I will say this. If that conversation between Hitman and Geechi starts, you know, sparking back up, I would love to see that. I feel like that would be crazy. That would be crazy. You know, if they booked that battle right there, I feel like that right there, that could even, I think that could even bump Hitman up for champion of the year, because Hitman will have battled Easy to Block Captain. You know, some people say that he lost, but I still feel like he had a good performance, and the battle did astronomical numbers. He battled Ill Will. You know, I feel like he beat Ill Will. It then takes Geechi Gotti. So I think you only need 3 battles to qualify for champion of the year. I feel like it definitely puts Hitman in the conversation. You know, so, man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. This, do not sleep. That's all I'm saying. Just think about this. If Hitman and Geechi goes down, right? If Geechi wins, it catapults him even higher. And if Hitman wins, it even catapults him higher than him beating a Loaded Lux, in my opinion. Because Geechi is just fresh off the most craziest Brown in battle rap history. I think it's going to go down as top three moments of, like, third rounds. You know, I feel like if he could take the momentum from Geechi and beat him, shit, I feel like that's going to be more of a bragging right than beating a load of luck. Somebody that hasn't been outside, hasn't been consistent. His last couple showings wasn't that great. I mean, you pretty much just taking him for the name and for the resume. It'd be nice to take him when he's already been battling. He's hot. He's fresh off a crazy performance. You know, I feel like then it would make sense. You know, I feel like they could even make it more of a big deal than what it would be just right now with them bickering back and forth. You know, I still feel like, you know, even if the battle was locked in behind closed doors, they still have to do a lot to sell this battle and really get, you know, the anticipation up loud. Because, you know, I was championing for the Lux and Hitman. But when I look on Twitter and I talk to people in the battle rap community, there's people that do want to see Rum Nitty versus Lux. You know, and I've had my own reasons, you know, because I feel like that battle will be on URL. I feel like Nitty probably won't go to RBE. He hasn't, and I don't feel like he's battled every other place but RBE. It's just weird as hell to me. You know, even like a Geechi. Like Geechi, you battle on every other league but RBE. It makes me feel like y'all on some loyalty shit to URL. So I feel like Nitty and Lux would be probably URL battle. You know, I feel like it would be a URL. Now, Hitman and Geechi would have to be an RBE. He would have to come to RBE. You know, and I feel like, yeah, it would be big. It would be a box office thing. I feel like ARP would have to take advantage of that. You know, like I said in a previous blog about Remy, how I felt like she should have did more as far as capitalizing on Easy and Geechi, doing press conference, doing like a first 30 days, going out to Cali and, you know, talking about, you know, go to Geechi and talk to him about Easy and the reason how the battle came about, and do the same thing with Easy. You could do the same thing with Hitman and Geechi. Same thing. Go to St. Louis or go to the A, then go to Cali, you know, whatever the case may be. You could, this I feel like is box office. I feel like this, I wouldn't be mad at the big stage. I would not be mad. Blue Room, I wouldn't be mad neither, because I know everybody wants to do the Blue Room. But, you know, shout out to my brother Chris Unbiased. Me personally, I probably will not go to another Blue Room event. I loved it. I enjoyed myself, but, you know, I'm not 6 feet tall. You know what I mean? I'm only 5'7", 5'6". So when you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in front of you, some is like 6 feet, some 5'11", some 5'10". It comes a point where you can't see. You know, you might have to look in between and shit, and it's like you can't really enjoy it as much. You hear shit, and you know, you in the building talking amongst people, but you want to visually see the battle. I feel like in that Blue Room, ARP needs to implicate a stage. You know, the stage could maybe elevate the floor maybe to like 3 or 4 feet, so that they're a little bit higher. You can still have the Blue Room effect, but just make it a little higher so people in the back, per se, can hear and not can hear, but just can see the battle comfortably and not be so scrunched up and people all over each other's shoulders trying to see the battle. That's just my personal opinion, where I feel like that can elevate the Blue Room and really make it a really great experience. But I don't know, man. I'm champion for Hitman versus Geechi, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. ARP alluded that Max Out 4 could definitely be coming this year. He also alluded that Remy Ma and himself is possibly doing a card together as well. So it's a lot that this battle could happen, either Chrome or RBE. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Are y'all want to see Hitman versus Rum Nitty, Hitman versus Lux, or Hitman versus Geechi Gotti? Let me know in the comment section, man. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the love as always. Follow me on all social media platforms at Ace is Working. It's your boy. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.